took up the opportunity immediately. Thank you so much, sir, for having me here. Thank you, Sudanand. Thank you, Ortho One, and all the team of doctors. When Sudanand called me here first, I hesitated a little, to talk about the social issues faced by women in sports, because when I got into sports, I'm 48 now, and when I got into sports, into powerlifting, I was 41. And I already had a few years of maturity in me. So I was not a newbie 16 or a 13-year-old or an 18-year-old getting into sports. And I came from an advantaged socioeconomic background. So I didn't face a lot of issues, but still, whatever competitions that I've been to have given me some insight. And I've spoken to a lot of younger athletes, my junior athletes, and these are the few points, that women I know in India, especially face, especially when they're into sports. The first one of them being stereotyping of women. For ages, women have been stereotyped into fitting only certain kind of roles. You're meant for the house, to cook, to have children, take care of the family. We are constantly told you cannot do this, you cannot do that. It's so frustrating. We make 50% of the population, yet we are not given equal opportunities. Men are considered still this better sex, and they dominate the numbers. When she put that video, the first thing that came to mind was men, not women, right? So it's are still considered the better sex, and they dominate the numbers in the sports community across all games. And this is one of the reasons why the world is yet to produce a female Lewis Hamilton or a Pele or a Tiger Woods or a Sachin Tendulkar. It's time we change that. And the change is evident when you see Indian sportswomen like the amazing sports athletes that we have over here, Deepa Karmakar, Pranati Nayak, Mary Kom, Mirabai Chanu, PV Sindhu, and many more performing so well on the international stage and breaking barriers set for women, right? So parents and the community in general should be more accepting and encouraging of women in sports and help them to get out of that shell of society conforming stereotypical women. The second point that I would like to add is to tell you about is the body image. All women struggle with body image, and athletes are no different. In India, and I'm sure the world at large, sports is considered unfeminine in a way, because sportswomen become muscular, or they are, not feminine anymore, not conform to the, idea of feminism that has been set up by society. So I feel that this should definitely change. Parents don't want their girls to become muscular, very toned, because they feel that who would marry them, right? Will they be able to fit as normal girls into society? Or will they turn towards lesbianism if it's, if that's a taboo, or if they are allowed to be sporty, and so on and so forth. So this creates a fear of how their body is being perceived. And this dissuades a lot of girls and women from joining sports. Even for me, it took some time. When I first started powerlifting, I was a very skinny 56 kg weighing girl, and now I'm 76 kg, 20 kgs of muscle, and it's taken me 6 years, and I'm very, very proud of it. But it took me a lot of time to accept, my size going from an extra small to an extra large or a large. So accepting the body size, the way that we are is very, very important. In urban cities and in widespread, with widespread media reach in villages also, this negative body image is slowly changing, and there is more coverage of women in sports than there was so many years ago. Inspiring movies are being made, more women's sports are in, ads and all of that. So this is definitely helping create more awareness about women in sports and accepting the way that they are. One of the other points that I would like to talk about, and it was to address, sexual abuse and sexual harassment at the work level. But now that has taken a fantastic sweep all across the world, and all across all fields and facilities and industries. And we have seen that in India in this January as well, when all of the wrestlers came together in unity to talk about the sexual harassment against one of the ministers. It is imperative that sports people have a platform to talk about abuse that they have undergone. While it is extremely unfortunate that they have to face it, all the Olympian and Commonwealth gold medalists coming together and speaking in unity against this abuse of power is the step in the right direction. So it points to a growing movement in India in sports itself to improve its administrative systems. It includes new laws, increased participation from former athletes, because former athletes are the best equipped to advise the authorities on what should be done and what is in the athlete's best interest. Participation by former athletes in governance, as well as private and non-governmental organizations that offer an extra layer of support to sports women. Now, I would just, sorry, just one last. I would just want to end by saying that, so let us be more accepting and appreciative of women in sports and be more sensitive to their needs, as they have way more to sacrifice than men to compete professionally. Thank you so much.